Well, y'all, I don't know if I'm ready for this episode. Play that intro.
Now let me take you back for a second or two. Childhood raps take you back for a minute, when times were more simple and you lived with your parents. Before you went to college and you started paying taxes. Remember these shows that you watched as a kid. Childhood raps take you back.
Okay, folks, so like I said, I don't know if I'm ready for this episode or not, but wow, this series is phenomenal. I have a feeling this is about to be a roller coaster ride of emotions, just like the last time. We're going to watch episode 9 and 10, and I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm watching this right directly after episode 7 and 8, because I didn't want to wait till tomorrow, but honestly, all I did was change my shirt. So, yeah. So I am watching this right after 7 and 8. I'm not technically ready for it, but I don't want to wait at the same time. So I am going to go ahead, watch it, go on this roller coaster ride with y'all. And I think that we are going to stick with this quote, of course. Love is a song that never ends. I have a feeling that quote's going to really resonate with this show. So, I'm actually rightfully proud of myself. Even though I got this big old cup here, it is nothing but water. For the last 4 days, I have not drank any calories. Granted, my food choices haven't been the best, but you know what? Hey, it's a start. I have finally gotten off of sodas. I don't have a craving for them no more. Yeah, granted, yeah, I know it would taste good, but at the end of the day, I'm proud of myself for not drinking sodas or sugary drinks and stuff like that, because it's so heavy. I just regret it so much afterwards. So, yeah, I'm not going to ramble on no more, because usually, like I always tell y'all, when I'm rambling on and running my mouth, that's when I get really hyper, and that's when I sweat the most. And even with a microphone, sometimes I feel like the microphone's a little tinny. But even with a microphone, I still don't want the engine running, because you could still hear it pretty relevant and, prevalent, I should say. So I suffer a little bit for y'all. But better audio, even with all the noise in the background. So we won't worry about the noise in the background. We're just going to roll with this and put these headphones on. And we're going to start this in just a second. Hold on. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and play. Alright, what are we going to have happen here? Okay, we are starting with destruction. Wow. She's still there with Atticus.
And now I'm a shoehead. Who's a shoehead? Shoehead! That's who!
Thanks.
I told you Boot Body would be funnier.
Wait! Are we leaving Atticus behind?
Nothing will ever change. I'm stuck on this train forever.
No, things change.
Doesn't suit you, kitten.
But
After all, you're my favorite.
they do get
person
better.
Arbitrarily named after a particular kind of flower.
One that bounces back.
Now, to hold up my end of the deal.
I don't ever.
there
want to
wasn't
talk
a
to you.
deal.
But wait!
Okay, so what's happening? Oh, this is her memory, the
Took you long
cat.
enough. Luckily, I was in dire need of a cat nap.
I
So
bet
who's
it's the
creepy?
cat's memories.
1-1. How do you get here?
I followed you.
Yeah, but how?
Yeah.
So the glorified
Okay.
wind-up toy will be joining us.
Again!
Okay, so how did 1-1...
Yeah, I did! Again!
Ball, cease this foolishness.
Mine,
1-1. How did you do that?
Yeah.
What?
1-1 might be the conductor.
Derived from the Latin words ingeniare,
The real
to
conductor.
contrive.
Will they hand us diplomas?
Oh, I think I get it.
Here.
Is that her mom and dad?
Wait. Is that?
And me, I'm just a simple human. But what do you
Oh my goodness. In the background of the unfinished car,
Plato
where
said
the
love
gravity
is a
was
serious
weird,
mental disease.
there was something in the background that said
So
human.
this is the conductor's tape?
Like
He's just
they
some
just said.
British guy?
So
What happened
obviously
So impatient.
it isn't her
to him?
parents.
No,
So
look,
there we
don't waste
go.
my time. I want to save my friend. Can you get us a better view?
I think so.
Huh? There, take us in.
I think I might have figured out why 1-1 is so important. I'll save that for after this half of the episode.
Let's follow him.
Oh, it's Amelia.
I don't want to feel bad for her. But now I know she's a person named Amelia who was in love and
But
she's hurt.
that can come to your advantage as well.
And she's running away from the changes in her life
Just like you.
because she's afraid.
Are we down to number 1? 0. Whoa.
How do we connect the shuttle and the input?
I can help.
Did you just break my shuttlecraft?
Depends. Who's asking?
Where to, kitten?
Take us to the engine.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, and pause. Okay, so where we are at now. Oh goodness. Okay. Oh, so freaking much in that half of the episode. Okay. So, like I said, in the unfinished car, or whatever you want to call it, there was something in the background with the tortoises and stuff. It was called Human. And that was, I had no idea what that was about. But if you go back to the little tortoise, you know, weird gravity episode, the unfinished car is what it was called. You'll notice in the background, I can't remember exactly where it was at, but it said Human in the background. So I do remember specifically seeing that and being like, wow, that is weird. But now we actually understand what it's for and stuff like that because of what she said and stuff like that. Okay, so the conductor is Amelia. We thought it was the guy, but obviously it's Amelia. Okay. Wow. And then on the first episode where we saw what we thought was somebody getting sucked out of the train and was getting killed, that turns out, it looks like to me, that it was somebody's door opening back up to their home. They figured out where they were and who they are and all that stuff, and they've learned everything they could learn from being in the car. So I think that's what that was from the first episode. We all thought it was somebody getting disintegrated at first, but what it really was is somebody getting a portal back to their house or back to wherever they live. You know what I mean? Wow. Everything I think. See, at first I thought it was her mom and dad in the past or something. I don't know why I was thinking that. That was just, yeah. But yeah, it turns out it was the conductor, and that was the conductor. So, whoo. We are about to hit the engine because that's where they told her to go. You know, that's where Tulip told her to go. So we are heading to the engine. So, wow. That is incredible. All this stuff that we're getting in. Wow. Let's just put these on. 3, 2, 1, and play. And I didn't even push the button right. 3, 2, 1, and play.
There it is. The end of the train.
Wrong, kitten. The beginning of the train.
Ooh, I like that.
I always do the right thing.
Is evil Atticus hungry?
He's not evil.
Nature versus nurture.
Here to make a trade. I get Atticus back, and you get your tape. Where's that cannon?
Oh, that's a security system is what that is. Wait, it just passed you.
You insensitive! How dare you force me to relive those memories?
Just returning the favor, lady.
What? I was about to say, use the cannon. That figures it goes and hits a fire hydrant. Uh-oh. Oh, see, Atticus is still in there. He's attacking that thing.
Stop the train or something.
End it all. Got it.
That's not what.
Uh-oh. You might not want 1-1 there. End it all. Okay.
Unbelievable. Again with the turtles.
You built that weird car with
Ah.
and this is your college campus. You're trying to make a car of your old life.
Of course I am. You keep a pipe in your backpack.
It's a donut hole. Lure thingy.
Looking for a way to stop the steward. Stop the steward.
Yeah.
Stop the steward. Looking for a way to stop the steward so we can turn evil Atticus back into a dog.
You can't even make a car without any turtles in it.
And there she is.
You destroy everything.
Oh. Whoa.
Trying to keep one at bay.
One what? 1-1.
Mom.
Okay. Okay, this is a lot of corgi stuff.
No.
Oh my no.
Uh-oh. Does that represent your ex?
Atticus!
Yeah. Oh, the unfinished car.
Tulip.
Atticus!
Ah,
Oh, scratchy.
his crown.
Thank you.
Yes.
Rather exposed without it. She's got a real heft to her.
1-1.
Really?
You're the real conductor? You've just been trying to get
I
back
was
to the
right.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
My goodness. Did 1-1
You
know
ripped
the whole
1-1
time?
out of the control panel.
He had all that power and he refused to make a car for me. Numbers don't just go down, they also go up.
Oh,
You can
crap.
still try to get your number to 0,
Jeez.
no matter how many mistakes you've made.
What about getting rid of your exit car? There's no coming back from that.
Hello. Mum and I can fix that.
What? Well, looky there.
Me too.
But what about Amelia?
Goodbye, Amelia. I hope you get your exit someday.
Okay,
I love you guys.
that's one way to end. Wow.
Tulip, your dad is here to pick you up for camp.
You're still going to camp? Is there like a later version of the camp?
So, bud.
Okay.
Ready?
I'm ready for anything.
Huh. Wow. Okay, so I don't like that Amelia didn't get a happy ending and she didn't grow as a person, but I do like that as well. Because the simple fact is sometimes people don't grow as people, and sometimes they don't get out of the funk that they're in, and they do, and another good aspect is the simple fact that people can bring other people down as well. Amelia was bringing everyone around her down just as much. And, oh my goodness, and then on top of that, now she's going to camp. So did she get placed back in time, or what exactly happened there? I mean, this is open to interpretation, very much so, because you could say on one hand, maybe this was all a dream, and then she woke up and she's like, hey, I'm ready for camp. Okay, cool. Or maybe the car put her back, 2 weeks ago or months ago, because they said that they were there for months in one episode. I can remember that. They said something about months, as if you've been here for months and still haven't gotten out. But yeah, oh my goodness. I can definitely see this being a serialized series, and more of an anthology series is what I should say. I wish this right here. This is what I truly want for this. Infinity Train can live on without, of course give credit to the creator of and who they are and whatnot like that, but you can turn Amelia, I understand broken people, becoming villains and stuff like that. She is a broken person. You can turn her into such a villain that can go from season to season to season. What I would love to see happen with this show is it become an anthology series. As in, we got Tulip's character, we've seen her story arc. She had to grow, she had to accept, and she had to understand that her mom and dad didn't love each other, and they were not happy together, and they got divorced. She had to grow and accept that. Now, I don't know what kind of new issue that they can bring up with this, but Infinity Train can live on if they do this story right. What they need to do is give us a new character with a new problem, not necessarily divorce, maybe a death in the family, or maybe that could be like a final season or something, somebody with a death in the family and they can't handle it, they come back and, they help out Amelia or something. But we can get a new person with new problems. It could be any age as well. And then they get on the train somehow. And then we get a whole new 10 episodes. This would make a great Netflix series. I would say get a new person to do the story each time, with a new person, new set of problems, new everything, except they get on the train and Amelia is like the villain or something. Or maybe somebody new took over the train or something like that. I'm not sure, but they could easily create this series and keep it going. And that's what I want from Cartoon Network. I want them to do another series after this that's like a 10 episode and, little mini series. And, I want these kind of stories. I don't want just... sometimes these are great because you don't have to worry about multiple seasons or nothing like that. And if they could do this like once a year, I said this at the, a few episodes in, it don't necessarily have to be Infinity Train or nothing like that. It could be just once a year type thing. It could be Over the Garden Wall. It could be Infinity Train. It could be Amphibia, granted it's Disney. Amphibia could have been a 10 episode miniseries. But yeah, this show, in my opinion, should be used quite a bit for any and all kids, teenagers, and even adults going through divorce. This show definitely needs to be possibly looked at, by the court system and be like, you know, we're going to get these DVDs of this or Blu-rays, and we want to hand these out to, you know, the divorced folks and parents to give to their kids, and, you know, let them use it to help them cope with this. And because this shows them that they're not the only one. There's so many other people out there that feel the same way as them. They feel that it's their fault. They feel like they've got to fix it. They feel like they're, you know, they can't go to nobody, like the Chrome car. They don't feel like they're going, you know, they can't go to nobody or something, you know, because it's hard for them to look at their reflection. So many kids and adults even, and teenagers feel this way, and they think they're all alone. And a show like this, I think, would be so beneficial to them. So I hate cutting it short though, but I am starting to get really hot in this truck, and I've got to crank it up and get cooled off and stuff like that before I lay down, because I'm not going to lay down in this bed starting to sweat. I'm just not going to do it. That's not happening. I'm not like some truck drivers that are just nasty. No, I'm a clean truck driver. So, you know, hey, it is what it is. But I've got to get off of here, crank the truck up, get that AC just blowing in my face, and cool me off. So, y'all know the drill from here. This was a fun ride. Now we get a month off before we hit DuckTales. And that's going to be a wild ride just as much. So hit that like, tickle to subscribe. Don't be texting and driving. And as Mr. Rogers always says,
and I like you as you are. I do.